Ready?
You're ready? Cool. Let me just get back to the beginning of the thing. Because I just have custom overlay, so I was just putting a control's name in the map and all that.
Okay, okay, sure.
Alright, so with that, it looks like we are good. Cool. So let's 3, 2, 1 and we'll play.
Okay.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, so, hey guys, we're going to a ZVP video now, and we're with, well, actually, why don't you introduce yourself? Because I don't think we've done that yet.
Um, my name's Taegeuk. You could call me Steve. I mean, you are a clan right now. Most of the time I spend my time on laddering. I try to get to grandmasters, but it's not been working out so well. But time to time I face some good grandmasters, some pro gamers. So I think I'm pretty close. So yeah. So the way to pronounce my name, not my name is Taegeuk.
Taegeuk. Alright, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very
My,
good to have confirmed from my casting point of view.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I see you guys. I saw you cast my games, and then you were having little trouble saying my name.
Yeah. Like I think I was saying like Taegeuk, which isn't
Yeah,
too
yeah,
far
yeah.
off, but Taegeuk.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. Glad I got that.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're having a ZVP with you. Why don't you just outline your general ZVP strategies and thoughts?
Okay, this is what I do. When I see the scout coming on about 14 supply, I see there's no way for me to fast expand, so I just go 15 pull, 15 hatch. But then when I don't see any scout, I would like to go 15 hatch first, because I feel like that's really a lot, makes me a lot of ahead of the game. So since we have the scout out, I decided to 15 pull, and then I go into roach production. I'll talk about it as we go along.
Alright, well, actually, right off the bat, that's a very interesting thought just from my point of view. You say you like to do hatchery first, but a lot of people fear going hatchery first because of the threat of a cannon rush if your Protoss is, say, going for a 12 or a 13 forge with their forge fast expansion. So how do you deal
Uh-huh.
with that?
I mean, I, I, I gotta be careful a lot. So when I see his scout coming after I 15 hatch, I sacrifice my like 2 to 3 drones out, patrolling a lot, and then try to have the probe killed. So I try to take a lot of caution, cause I know if he blocks my if he three pylon block or cannon rush me, there's no way I could get back from the game. So I pull my drones out to save the game.
Okay. Alright, very cool. So, um, what do you... I'm just ask some general CVP stuff. So
Uh-huh.
let's just say a lot of Protosses like to do two-base timing attacks. One of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
specific common ones is a very large Immortal Sentry, that kind of an all-in type of push. That's coming up a lot on the ladder. Have
Huh?
you had much experience with that, and do you know how to deal with that?
Yeah, even back in like maybe a month ago, I used to get that a lot. There's no way I could like stop that. It was like it felt like in early season 1 and season 2 season, I had trouble stopping 4 gate. You know that times.
Hmm.
I felt just like that. So there's gotta be something. So I study like some good Zerg players on stream, on videos. I study them. I try to get. I think right now I'm pretty good in position to stop that. I try to stop it with like mass lings and roaches. There's no other way to stop that. So it's just pure like mass units versus mass units.
Okay. And that's how you combat the force fields of the micro the Protoss is just complete overwhelming Zerg swarm
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But there's, of course, it involves like trying to like waste his force field. So I move back and forth, little micro here and there. But other than that, I try to like overwhelm him with like mass units.
Very good. So what gives you trouble in ZVP?
Trouble, I'd say, Colossus timing. Like I'm not really good against Colossus until I get Broodlords. So I'm not if he has good Colossus timing push, I'm really doomed for that game. So I try to not to have him enough like economy to be able to have a good, solid Colossus timing.
Are these
Stop.
2-base or 3-base Colossus timings?
2 base, sometimes 3 base, but most of the time 2 base.
Just curious, but do you know the time of the game where that would usually hit? Is it more along the lines of 12 minutes in, where it's pretty quick, or is it more 15 or 16 minutes in?
I would love to answer that, but like I don't really look at the time like most people do. People know like when this is coming at this time, when that's coming, supposed to come at this time. I don't really care about that. I just play along the game. The time doesn't really like. I don't really look at the time.
Okay, then another way we can ask the exact same question is, do you know about what your food count would be? Have you reached max yet? Have you already rebuilt your army once? What's your production looking like at that point in the game?
When he has a 2 timing push,
Yes.
2 base all in.
Yes, with the Colossus specifically.
Oh, I guess I'll have like 130 to 150, but they will be like pure roaches and lings, which will do like nothing against Colossus.
So this sounds more like it's really quick. It's way before you've actually gotten to your first 200 food count.
Yeah.
So this is more like 10 or 11 minutes into the game. It sounds very quick.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know about the time, but it's along that line, you know?
Okay, so it's an incredibly quick thing, and that actually is seriously tough. But let's actually talk more about this specific game, because right now we're looking at In Control going for a Sentry type of harass, which is very strong on these small type of maps with the one force wide ramp between your main and your natural. So what do you do against this specific situation? Do you know how to scout for it and you can see it coming? What do you do in the face of this?
I mean, I try to spread my overlords over the around my base so I could catch, because I'm pretty good at like looking at minimap. So when I catch that, I try to send my queens mostly up the ramp to snipe that to keep pressure on the prism so it doesn't warp in any units. You see why my queens try to snipe that out. And then I build like one spore crawler to like give him good pressure.
Okay. Oh, and of course, it looks like you're gonna lose some sentries.
Yeah.
Overlords to the sentries. Okay. So just curious, in this game, while you were playing it, what were your thoughts about his strategy, his follow-up, and what you're gonna need to do to win? Because so far, looking at your vision when you're moving in, you have one Overlord looking at his double gas, his natural expansion, but that's basically the only information you have besides the Warp Prism and 3 sentries.
I mean, I was pretty sure that he was gonna go third expand because I saw his he's breaking the rock right now. And then I think I saw like immortals over the like my Zerglings run by. I was checking. You see what I'm doing? Like I'm checking his 30s up. So I was pretty confident in my droning right now. So
yeah, you see the
I was getting ready for the late games. My infestation is almost done.
Yes. Alright, so now when you go for... Are you going for Broodlords or Ultralists or what this game?
I like never get virtual risk against Protoss. That's like suicide.
Okay.
I get infestors first to like hold off his like timing push with my spine crawlers all around my choke. And then I would like to get my Brozor drop.
Okay. Alright, so Broodlord, so you're basically going Ling at the beginning, then you pull in some Roaches, combine the two, Infestors, get a 4th base, Broodlords? Is that like the basic, literally skin and bone strategy of your ZVP?
Uh-huh. Pretty much. I would like to use my Lings a lot. Unless he's going Colossus, Lings are pretty good.
Okay. Alright, yeah, and unfortunately get some nice forces down, actually. Ooh, never mind, just sneak by. just misplacing that slightly. Alright, so we see he's going for a very large immortal count with this. I mean, 4 immortals is pretty significant. And with us and our omnipotent observer view, we see him going double Robo and Colossus. One thing I do want to know is the fact that we see you going for your Hive. Though I actually don't see your Spire. So I'm wondering how you're going to deal with these Colossus before you can get out any kind of Corruptor or Broodlord tech.
To be honest with you, my Spire was way too late. I think I forgot about it. I was shipping throwing down Spire as I going to Hive, but I think I forgot. You see, I realized as the Hive was done, I don't have a Spire, so I think I was really behind. So once I didn't know I have a Spire, I throw down like tons of spines in the choke right now, and then getting the infestors out as soon as possible. Because when Protoss sees infestors along with my army with my spines, they're pretty scared to break that. So I was trying to get my infestors out as soon as possible, trying to buy time for my greater spider, right?
Yeah,
Great spire,
Greater Spire
to be finished. Yeah.
Yep. For the guys watching, sorry, I just want to make one quick note for the observers is that your Spire and your Hive have the exact same build time. They're both 100 seconds, which is why there's a very crisp timing with throwing down your Spire and your Hive at the same time to get your Greater Spire out as fast as you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so he's got quite a scary death ball, and he's got his +3 attack about to complete, so he's hitting a very nice timing. Like, this is actually closer to that 3-base Colossus attack that I was asking you about. I was expecting to be more like exchange 2 Immortals for 2 Colossi, but we're seeing him doing some nice bit of harassing actually in the midst of all this too. So in Control is actually doing a good job of just playing incredibly solid just PvZ at the moment. So
actually, he's tried to snap my 4th with War Prison with DTs. I think I had it off alright. I like to leave some roaches, some units out in the like open, like my 4th and my 5th where it's like really weak. This is what I'm doing. I'm throwing down some spines with my 4th, leaving some overseer and then roaches.
yeah,
Because it's really important to keep the 4th against Protoss in this late game.
yeah, that's definitely true. Alright, one thing I'm also noticing right now is that you are incredibly Ling heavy. You've got, you had 90 Lings before a couple of them died to some Colossi. Why do you have so many Lings? What do you do with them, and what makes them effective even in the face of a Colossus ball?
I mean,
Hello?
I give them. Oh yeah.
No.
I give them like it's like a threat. See, I'm using my Lings to like threaten him with my Ling run by, and then I don't know. I think the Lings are pretty good in the late game. Try to like scare him, and then eventually I could make it into Banelings. I don't think I did in this game, but then roaches can't do anything right now. So I have a lot of minerals banked in. So why not just make Lings? I don't think there's no other way I could like use those minerals any effectively.
Alright. And great job denying his 4th. But now we're seeing him doing for a big assault onto your 4th. And with some of your roaches out of position, this actually looks kind of scary for you.
I mean, those roaches at this late game, they're useless. So I was trying to like sacrifice them in a good way, but then I didn't find good position.
Alright.
So I sacrificed my 4th because there was no way to protect that without my Broad Roads. So
Yeah.
I already have a good amount of resources banked up.
Alright, and now you scouted his fleet beacon, and that screams going for an Archon toilet. What do you do as a Zerg against an Archon toilet?
Archon Toilet, the best thing I could do is try to spread as much as I could, like no matter what it takes to do. I spread them out, and then I try to catch the what's it called, mothership out of position so I could mind control it, and then eventually have a vortex out so I could freely just go in there, attack him.
Very strong. Alright.
And I'm also throwing out my Lings because at this point in the game they're useless anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you still have 68 there. Yeah, now we're starting to see him pushing out. Yep, so...
And lately, I've been doing some Baneling toilets also. I find them really effective. Have the Banelings just run in the vortex with the Archons. Archon's pretty much like doomed if I have like 20 to 30 Banelings in the vortex, so.
And you find this cost effective considering that each Baneling takes 25 gas to make?
I think it's okay because the whole point is for the Zerg to beat a Protoss is to get the vortex out as useless as possible. So to invest that much money for a useless vortex, I think it's a pretty good deal.
Okay.
Right now I saw his mothership out of position, so I mind control it, I think. Got the vortex out.
I think you might be a second or two ahead because his mothership is here and doesn't have 100 energy left. So, just for I'm at 21 minutes and 8 seconds in. Where are you?
Okay, I'll stop. I was 22 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the recording takes a lot of time off of this. Alright, so I'll let you know when I'm at 22 minutes.
Okay, sure.
Oh yeah, I'm starting to see like a little bit of the mothership lag and all that. Okay. But yeah, so your Broodlord count right now is very large. You have 14 Broodlords, so that is a huge amount. And that really makes your control of this mothership incredibly necessary. Alright, so now we're 2140. And yeah, there's your very nice yep. We see your vortex and we see your neuroparasiting. Now, the thing is, you don't have anything that will actually kill the mothership except infested Terran. Why aren't there any more corruptors or anything with this mix? Why do you have them all Broodlords?
I mean, corruptors won't do anything. I try to make all the corruptors into brawlers as soon as possible, and then I feel like Infestor Terran.
22 minutes.
They're. Oh, okay. I'll start. I feel like Infestor Terran does good job as a sniping mothership. So I don't really have a like separate unit to snipe that mothership. All I try to do is have them mind control and then have the vortex out. That's the whole point. Because I feel like ZVZ lately has been like one major battle, which is either I get the vortex out really uselessly, or he gets the vortex really good and get all my Broodlords. So if he does that, I lose. If I get the vortex out, you know, in a way that I would like him to, I win.
Okay. I mean, right now we're seeing you doing a very, very good job of keeping all your Broodlords alive. Like we see you have 14 Broodlords alive, all in the green health, and none of them have really taken any hits. So right now this is looking to be very, very impressive in terms of you're just keeping Broodlords alive, which is seems like basically the huge brunt of your ZVP. Unfortunately, right now we're also watching 10 DTs killing your expansion over there, but
okay, I should have done better job like protecting, throwing some like spines here and there around my bases in the late game. That's really important. I've find out lately. I should have like throw down spines in my main base, in my second, you know?
Yeah, I mean, War Prism Harass is just so strong at times.
Yeah, in the late game. That could cost you the game, you know?
Yeah. I mean, even so, he's drawn you out of position and you still have almost a 40 food just lead over him, and he's being forced to chrono his, let's see, he's got 2 bases mining basically, but he's doing a very good job of harassing you. I mean, the thing is his DT count, they've +3 attack DT, so they're just doing a really, really ton of damage.
So like I said, like ZVC, when I got the Vortex out and then I killed all this army, it's pretty much over for the ZVP. I feel like I don't think the game should be like this, because I don't like this type of game where like one battle decides the game. Because I come from Brood War background where it's like multiple battles at the same time, you know. All the battles count, but then Starcraft 2, I feel like one battle decides like most of the game. I don't really like it, but hey, that's how it is, so I just follow it.
Okay. I mean, you're clearly very good at it, so that's definitely something that goes in your favor. Were you Zerg in Brood War?
Yeah, I was Zerg.
Nice. Very nice. And I really like the fact that you fungled the fleeing probes, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks.
No problem. A good cancellation on your expo too, but right now you're not really engaging his army at all directly. You are just simply just taking out his expos, and you're never pushing into his main, his natural, or his third. Why is that?
Because when it's like this, when somebody knows you're ahead, there's no way you should be. There's no reason for you to engage in a battle that you shouldn't be with. When you find yourself ahead, you gotta just go back and get more ahead. You know what I mean? So it's like I think Day 9 says something like that. If you're ahead, get more ahead.
Yeah, Day 9 or Toast is one of those guys.
Yeah, yeah, they talked about it. And there's no like I already have the Lings borrowed under his fourth. I already know I destroyed his fourth in 9 o'clock. So there's no reason for me to engage in a battle. I could just remax and then go in there. But right now, I know I was like up a lot, so I just decided to go in right now.
Oh,
In the
did
middle,
he
I think.
snipe your Greater Spire?
Yeah, I think so. So
Okay.
I'm making it again on the second base
How
on
come
the
you don't
natural.
go double Spire?
I
For
only go
upgrades?
yeah, I only go double superior like if I'm really ahead. Um, I don't know. I just don't go to lair to spire.
Okay.
I should be doing that.
I feel like that'd be really strong. Once you actually establish that you're not going to die in the mid game, you just throw down a second Spire and start double upgrading.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that would be a
Uh-huh.
really strong move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I should definitely do that.
Okay. Well, glad we can help you while you help everybody else in the world with their ZVP. Alright. Alright, so right now we're just watching what looks like a battle that it controls knocking out the win. But oh, he actually got a really good vortex on you, but you still have 10 Brood Lords right now alive. So I don't think it's going to be all too big of a deal when he pops out and gets a bit of damage done to you. But right now you're spawning a lot of Infested Terran. You're really favoring, it looks like you're favoring Infested Terran more over Fungals or anything. Why is that?
I mean, first of all, I like Infested Terran because I don't think I have an Overseer because he got Vortex. So when I get the Infested Terrans out, the only thing they're gonna be able to see is their mothership. So it could easily be sniped. Plus, I should be using Fungals also. I think I forgot about it.
Alright.
I should be using Fungals too.
Okay. I think I've one just sort of extra question that's not specific to ZVP, but one thing that I've noticed in
Sure.
the games that we've seen of you is that you have very, very quick hands. Right now we're seeing at the end of this game you're averaging 230 APM. What do you do anything to get higher APM? Or what is behind that? Is there a specific reason you keep it that high? Because a lot of people are content just to have 150 APM in StarCraft 2 and they'll be done with that.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I came from Brood Wars background, so in Brood War, you are required to have a good APM to be a good player, because the back maps are big. There's so much things you gotta do at once. The buildings you have to do it one by one, as you know.
Hmm.
Um, just the background. I just come from Brood War background. I'm just comfortable with my fast hands. Um, there's no like, I mean, I don't have problem with my fast hands. I don't miss anything. I think it's pretty good.
Yep, I can definitely understand that. So, well, thank you very much. This was a very good ZVP video.
Thank you.